Hey squad, welcome back to your Royal BFF, the People's Duchess. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're almost there. We're almost to the weekend. It has been such a long week. Give yourselves a round of applause for making it this far. And to my UK squaddies, we see you. Big hugs. Been really busy between work and just trying not to spontaneously combust at any given moment in America. Suffice it to say, things have been challenging. I got this new contract. Remember, like several months ago, I was telling you that something big is on the horizon. I'm getting integrated into their back end right now, and it's just a lot of work. So I apologize that I haven't had time to go live and kiki with you guys personally, but I have had a lot on my plate, and then I'm trying to build my TikTok as well. So if you haven't followed me on TikTok, please follow me on TikTok at the People's Duchess. I'm trying to build that page. So between that and my new contract, it's been a lot. Okay, your girl been busy, but thank you so much for bearing with me. Thank you so much for liking and sharing and commenting. It really helps me on the YouTube algorithm. I kind of had to branch out in the first place anyways because there's some shenanigans afoot. Ever since that whole Dan Wooten debacle. Child, there has been some shenanigans afoot as far as my analytics are concerned. And while YouTube helped me to file the complaint and everything, I think going after a big channel like that, a much bigger channel than mine anyways, like that, all of it is not good for YouTube because they want that income generated by all of their channels. So I think that has really kind of messed with my analytics a little bit. So all the support really helps. Thank you. Anyways, today is a bittersweet kind of day. I was originally going to talk about how excited I am and looking forward I am to watching this Harry and Meghan cameo about Disney's, I think it's like 70th anniversary or whatever, but I'm a woman who stands on business. There are brands that I haven't purchased since the 90s because of how rude or racist their owners or CEOs or whatever turned out to be. I haven't ever purchased Chanel because of her pride and siding with German leadership during World War II. She was famously very proud of that particular relationship with, let's just call him Rudolph. Back then, they were extremely proud about it. These days, they're very hidden, very covert, very insidious about the racism, the sexism, the homophobia, all those things, because they know how badly that affects their bottom line. But you have one time with me. Let me learn one time that you've participated in any of this foolery, and I'm out. There's just no way I can glaze over when a company is on the wrong side of history. I will never put a dime in your pocket. I don't care. I am not a needs-based shopper. I buy what I like. I go where I'm appreciated. I go where I'm celebrated. So if you let it slip that you think less of me based on my appearance alone, okay, well, you will never see a dime out of me. I don't care what the company is. I don't care what the brand is. I don't care how popular they are. I don't do boycotts. I cross you off my list and bury you. You are dead to me after that. And I want to make something perfectly clear. I'm not a fan of Jimmy Kimmel. I have not liked him since he pulled that stunt during Quinta Brunson's acceptance speech at the Emmys, I believe it was, or maybe the Golden Globes. I can't remember which show it was, but I'm not a fan of Jimmy Kimmel. I've never watched a single episode. However, I am a fan of doing the right thing and being on the right side of history. What they are doing is not the right side of history. This is not how you do things. It's horrifying, to be frank. I don't want any part of it, and that is the reason why I do not wish to air this show, why I'm no longer excited about it. It's a shame. Obviously, this was taped prior to a few days ago, but here we are. Really just a bittersweet moment because Harry and Meghan are so cute in this cameo, and I was so excited to get on here and tell you guys all about it. We're having a whole Discord about it, and just like that, I cannot in good faith do that. I would love to watch them, but I'm not going to do it on Disney. I'm not going to give them a dime. I'm going to wait until it comes out on a different platform that I can upload and bypass Disney altogether. And in all good consciousness, I can't even promote this. But I can talk about Ted Sarandos giving that interview with Emma Grede. Oh God, that interview was so good.
I had Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, on this podcast, and she spoke a lot about the type of partnership that you've done with her, which is like outside of the show, the As Ever brand. Is that more of the direction that you'll go in that will set you apart from the other platforms?
Yeah, look, I think what we have is cultural relevance. I would say that we have cultural relevance in a way that most outlets do not. I think we learned early with Meghan, she has remarkable influence. Remarkable. So when we did the documentary on her and Harry, the trailer, when we ran the trailer announcing it, hundreds of people broke down every frame of the trailer and would...
We note it. We're seeing this on a micro level right now.
and the $20 shoes that she got from a village that was making these shoes sold out all over the world. And the $1,500 blanket that was on the chair sold out all over the world.
That's some power. That's some influence.
She has incredible power and influence. You could put, and I think that for me, it's like, okay, well, how can we enable this to be a more holistic thing?
Yes.
So that's what that relationship.
But I mean, the consumer products business is a very different thing, right?
Yeah.
For you guys to go from having the data and understanding that a trailer with those two can do those type of numbers and then have the commercial impact to actually starting a brand, a physical
and by the way, and the documentary
product
itself was also one of the most watched documentaries we've ever had.
Wow.
So it was successful by every measure. Now, I don't think that you can have a consumer business if you don't have a consumer products business, if you don't have a great entertainment business. So that's got to come first.
It's got to come first.
Yeah, he gonna stick beside her. He gonna stick beside her. He's standing 10 toes down on Harry and Meghan, and I love that he understands business so much more than, like, let's say the firm, for example. I was in a squatty chat earlier, and we were just talking about how bad of a business decision it was to get rid of Harry and Meghan. Forget about the societal backlash that it has had, the embarrassing and humiliating way that the royals have fallen from grace via their treatment of Meghan. Financially speaking, it's been a really bad move for the royals. Granted, they have it all. They don't necessarily need your money. But the fact of the matter is, their popularity is directly tied to how much money the public feels okay about giving them. So without that goodwill, without that good energy, without those good vibes, people are going to become bitter and then think constantly about, why do I have to pay your bills? And that's what's happening right now with the royals. And the Rhoda have also shot themselves in the foot because, yeah, you chased Harry and Meghan out. Kudos to you. But you're not eating anymore. The stomach's touching the back a little bit, isn't it? You guys are not getting paid. You're not eating. There's no interest. The royals currently do not have the same interest and prestige as the royals who preceded them, and that has directly and negatively affected your bottom lines. And this is why we say that racism is expensive. There are a lot of unseen costs to racism that you only realize once you done effed around and found out. Y'all done effed around, now you're finding out. You are not being paid as well as you used to when the Fab Four was around, when Meghan first came on the scene. You certainly haven't seen numbers like this since Diana, interest like this since Diana. And yeah, you guys get to write about them peripherally from the outside looking in. Yeah, you can send as many creepy journos over to Montecito to try to track them down, and the best they're gonna get is a sniff of their napkins that they leave behind at a restaurant that they might have eaten at. But that's it. You are the other now. You are on the outside looking in. You cannot sit with them at the beautiful table that they have prepared. And wouldn't you just give anything for some of that money right now? For some of that fame and prestige of traveling around with Harry and Meghan right now? The hidden cost of racism. Suffice it to say, a lot of them have lost everything. Old Miss Eyelashes over there got fired from CNN for doing what she did. That stuff flies in England, I guess, if you're, selling yourself for a few quid and a loaf of bread. But in America, it doesn't quite fly over here. You can't just say whatever. Words have consequences here. So, yeah, it's been a lot. But I think that the tide has turned and Ted Sarandos really understands they're still just as powerful as ever. I just saw an article saying that they were the most Googled royals from last year in August until this August. So the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. People are so interested in them. Meghan's As Ever products are still flying off the shelves. These people all speak the same language. They all speak business and they all speak success. Ted knows both when he sees it, and I love that for Meghan. As Ever, by the way, is at almost 1 million followers, while Meghan's page is at 4.2 million followers and growing. So I'm just really happy. I mean, this is a wonderful, wonderful sign of things to come. Netflix and Ted Sarandos are so locked into the Sussexes. Every day is a new adventure with these two, and I am so happy for them.